This is Reality Revelation Restoration. I'm Chris Gray. I'm doing this video out in my backyard today because I don't feel like driving um, to the woods and getting eaten by mosquitoes and greenheads because it's that time of year again. Um, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to put together a presentation. It's not easy to put together a presentation of how to uh, walk people back to their who they are, because you have to find reality, and the only way to do this, unfortunately, is to sit still, because excitement in drugs and alcohol and emotion are what's going to keep you away from finding the center of calm and dignity and love and patience in all your virtues and happiness. And so what it the thing is, right? Once they knock you off balance, the world, your parents, or it could be anybody. It could be your uncle, it could be your mother, it could be your father, it could be your brother, it could be anyone that didn't like you the way you were originally constituted to be aware in our environment. They essentially they beat you up mentally and caused a reaction. You reacted and rebelled. And once we leave, once we and once we are are we embark away on a once we I'm trying to look for the word. It's well, what happened was you rebelled. We'll just use that word for now, for lack of a better word. You rebelled away from reality. And now, once we do that, it's hard to find your way back, because you think the what's happened is the your energy has taken over, and it doesn't want you to find that again. It doesn't want you to find that center of calm that's puts you back in the driver's seat and puts you in control. And so people go, when they lost their awareness and their happiness, and they're anxious and angry and confused, the the ego's in charge now instead of your consciousness. And it's going to lead you everywhere, but it's it's going to take you on a journey away from reality. It's not going to let you find it. So the medicine is meditation, not medication. And this is a painful message. It's hard to accept this. The ego doesn't want to accept it, so it's going to look for a pseudo good rather than the real fix. And people wonder. They wonder, where did my happiness go? Where did my patience go? Why can't I find courage and intestinal fortitude? Where did my courage go? You want to know where it is? It's right where you left it. It never went anywhere. But you're looking to find it. You can't look outside yourself. You can't there's plenty of people out there that they're deceivers, and they're going to lead you. That what they want is they want to profit off of your mistakes. They want to profit off you. You're looking and searching, but you're searching in the wrong place. You have to go back and find. It's right where you left it. Before you went, before you were, um, before you got upset and flew off the handle. And like I said, this, these videos are breadcrumbs to see. I don't want to tell you everything because that'll ruin the process of discovery for you. So I kind of have to, like, I want to give you hints, but you have to look inside, and you have to see. You have to go, like when you meditate, you're regressing. When you sit still and you do it right, for the right reason, for the motives has to be to find God. And you will find God again. You will find, it's just, you can't really put it into words. You'll find God. That's good enough. You'll find reality again. Your center of calm. And so what you have to do to find this is you're going to have to find a place where you can go and sit still and wade through this. You're going to have to go back through some of this stuff, and just like you're going to see, the process is you're going to see all this stuff in your mind, and slowly but surely you're going to discard everything that is worthless. The vanity has got to go. The vanity's going to go, and the light's going to come in, trickle in, until you become who you are again. And see, a lot of people, right, they totally think that, they believe that if they change, like if they think, oh, if I go on a vacation, I'll find peace. Or if I take a pill, if I take this pill, I'll feel better. And the doctors are right there to feed this. It's a lie. I just want to get this light right. Yeah. But the problem is that you can't escape reality. So you might as well just make friends with it. Because after you go on your vacation, or you get drunk, or you get upset, and you take your pills, or smoke your pot, whatever you do, reality's going to be right there waiting. God is going to be right there waiting for you when it wears off. And now you're right back where you started before you. So now you're going to, you're going to have to keep on. You're running from what's going to save you. It's like a paradox. You know, what can save you is what you don't believe can save you is calm, is peace in depth. And your treasure is there waiting for you, but you have to go back and get it. And you can't take it by force, like I always say. And you can't take heaven by force. You have to let it take you over again. And with the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost in your mind, in your conscience together, going to help you see the truth. They're going to help you see the light. So you don't have to go it alone. You're not on this state journey alone. And There's just so many deceivers out there that want to capture you because they want to excite you. They want to whip you up into excitement so you follow them and you give them your money, and they want to make money off of you. But true, uh, somebody that really wants to help you, like me, I don't want any money from you. I don't want. I mean, it would be nice to have, a comment, once in a while or something like that. But um, because I mean, you can't to you have to. I can't. There's no forum on this. I don't have a forum where people can pull things out. That, ask questions and pull it out of me. So I kind of have to just sit here and ramble on and on. But it's so simple. It's so simple. All you have to do is sit still. And this is not easy for people because they don't want to look at they don't want to look at it. They want to sweep it under the rug. They don't because they think they have to fight it. This is what it wants to get you to believe that you have to it challenges you to stop it. But you're better than it. You don't God created you. He didn't create that. It's illusion, all of it. You don't think it is, but it is. And it gives you a feeling. It makes barriers. It creates fear. See, you either have fear or you have love. And you can't, and fear is not, you'll never find love in illusion. You can have the illusion of love, but it's not love. Only God is good. People are nice and friendly, and people are great. But the thing is, when you're looking for love, you already have it, and you go on this journey looking for it, and you don't have to go anywhere. And there's plenty of people out there that will prey. They're predators, and they want to use your confusion and doubt and fear, and they want to sweep you back up into another realm of excitement. They want to pump you up. They want to inflate your ego. But eventually you're going to come down to the same conclusion after that runs it, whatever path that takes you down. Eventually you're going to see that this didn't do it. You can. I'm not telling you not to do this stuff because you're going to find out it's true. What I'm telling you, you're going to find out it's true. You're going to find out that every single thing that I'm saying is the absolute truth. The absolute truth has no form. God is absolute truth. God doesn't have any form. It says that in the Bible. So, the simplicity of the cure is just too much for a complicated ego that wants to add something. It wants to add to what God made. But it doesn't, you need to subtract the lies, the illusions. Then you're left with what's good, the part that God created. You're left back in your natural state of awareness that God put you in, and then you can see that how good. You can see things that you'll never see, and I'm not going to tell you everything that you can't see when you're walking. You're in spiritual darkness. See now. When you're in spiritual darkness, you're serving the wrong master. See, you're serving the master of illusion and darkness. But the trouble is the master of illusion and darkness can play the role of God. So, this makes it even more complicated. This is why we have to really do our homework. And this is why we have to sit still and and you're going to watch it. And you're going to build up a presence of mind. And you're going to watch it and watch it. And no matter what happens, you're going to hold your ground. You're not going to give. You're not going to give in. Because you know you're going to trust what I'm saying is true. And you're going to trust in the Holy Spirit and your conscience that they know what's best for you. Your conscience knows all this stuff. Your conscience doesn't speak, but when you're going, it can see a lie and doubt, and doubt. But this is how. These are your allies that you're going to need to come back. See, the journey back is it's not easy to find your way back, because the will of the intellect, the ego, it wants to grab it back. It doesn't have, you can't. It doesn't have, it wants you to rise to a challenge to defeat the illusions with effort. And then it gets you caught in the struggle. And this is what wears you out. This makes, I mean, it's not, see how it, just look around you and the people and see that they're all looking for something. They're all running around looking, thinking they can buy heaven. And you can't buy it. You can't buy it, and you can't take it by force. But you have it. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I'm trying to convince you, that it's right where you left it. It's like when you lose, every time I misplace something, you know, the ego's like someone stole it. See, whenever you have, this is how you identify. I'm trying to show you how to identify the liar. The liar is fearful, suspicious, resentful. Resentment is the past being in a reaction to things. It's mostly the past being sent back, and it's just keep reliving the past. Resentment, you've got grievances, grudges, judgment. It's a perception. It perceives its environment like an animal. It's fearful because it knows that its existence, this self within itself, its existence is precarious at best. It depends on your staying asleep to it. Then you're always going to see, it's always going to try to reinvent itself in there somehow. But you're going to be, once you build up a presence, it can't do it anymore, because you just smile at it, because you know better now, and it's not going to happen. Can't happen unless you really hate reality and God, and then you'll die is what will happen, because after you've been saved and you fall back, you're going to submerge your consciousness in sensuality, either with sex or alcohol. You'll find a way, you'll find something to cover up your reality. Always, you'll be on the run, on the move, looking for food, anything to just, no, it's an appetite. It's the appetite for destruction. This is the appetite of the, you have to have this thing, so don't try to kill it. You don't want to struggle and fight with it. This is what it wants. It only has the power that you give it. And once you find the eye of the hurricane, you have to you have to hold the line. Once you find this magnificent spot, sweet spot. It's a sweet spot, and you're going to hold the line. And it doesn't take any effort, although, your mind will try to tell you you have to use effort. But you don't. The mind you need your mind. You need this because it does take effort to accomplish, tasks. And this message can only make you better at whatever you do once you find who you are, that you go back in your meditative prayer and you sit still and you do it right. And doing it right only is there's many ways to do it wrong because the ego's going to want to hypnotize you and keep you from finding what's going to it doesn't want you to realize and recognize and acknowledge the truth, the spirit of truth. So it's going to try to take you away on a journey into the past or into imaginary realms. And it wants to get you, wants to mesmerize. When you close your eyes and you look at it, just watch it. And if you start to get mesmerized, you're going to have to open your eyes and reset yourself again. Because this is what the world does. They hyper. You've been hyped and hypnotized and spellbound. And this is this meditation done correctly by sitting still in your chair, sitting upright. Close your eyes and watch. And remain. Now, while you're sitting in the chair, you kind of want to visualize that you're sitting in the chair, kind of. So this keeps you grounded, so you don't drift off into the fantastic realm of lies and illusions again, until you're gonna find what you left behind. And it's gonna take time, unfortunately, because I mean, you might see this message and get it. It might not take you any time. You might just need, to take what I say, the advice, like when I say that you don't have to go anywhere, and your patience and your love and your awareness and your courage is right where you left it before you were excited and you got angry and rebelled. And then, rebellion, if you can stay the rebel without, like Jesus was a rebel. He was a sane rebel. This is what you want to become. You want to follow, if you're going to follow somebody, don't follow Jesus. Don't follow flesh. Because all the flesh is, there's good people that you want to take advice from that have good, they have good ideas that can enhance the quality, make the quality of your life better. You want to listen to them. But you don't want to listen to anyone that tells you, that wants to pump you up, your mind up in excitement, and lead you on a journey away from your center of dignity. What they want to get you, they want to get you into the realm of glamour and romance and vanity. This is a big lie too. You want to stay away from this because usually this leads to the ambiance of intoxicants. They, these these people are out, they're everywhere. You know, it's a seduction. They want to seduce you into this mushy, uh, gooey doubt land, the realm of doubt. It's doubt. They want to get you to doubt what you know, and then they want to. They're deceivers. They're misguided guides, and they want to make you become like them. Lost in degradation. If you're wallowing, you can tell if you're wallowing in degradation. If all you think about all day is yourself, is a little self, and its needs, its endless needs, its illusion of needs. It doesn't. You don't need any of it. You need to you need to get your basic nutrition in your sunshine and your fresh air. And you have to work because it's good for you. It's good for people to keep their hands busy and create. Create. You see, the ego doesn't know how to create. It only knows how to recreate. Misery. That's all. It recreates what it knows, and all it knows is insanity. All it knows is anger and worry and fear and doubt, and it just wants to keep you caught up in that cycle of all it knows. Its little sphere of littleness. You must break out of this. And it can only be done by becoming still. Then you'll find all your treasure, your love, your patience, and you'll see you'll see the path you have to stay on. And it's narrow. And it's a lot of joy there on that path. A lot of light and a lot of truth. You'll see that there's no death. You'll see that death is an illusion because consciousness doesn't die. And God gave us God-given consciousness, which is within our mind. And our mind is linked with God's mind. If you're in the right state of mind that you were supposed to be in from, in the original state of mind. And this is what I'm trying to guide you. I'm not better than you. I just want you to I want you to sit still and take your medicine. Take the right medicine. Meditate, don't medicate. And pain has a purpose. Pain and suffering can lead you back because you get sick of it. And you must know that you're hurting yourself and you're weary. When you're tired and weary, most people do this to themselves. They don't realize that they're making themselves, you're making yourself sick. And usually because you're not paying attention to your conscience, because your conscience is telling you to get up and, do what you're supposed to do. And then the guilt will go away, because when we don't do what we're supposed to do, this stuff festers and causes guilt and anxiety. And then it just builds. Well, the longer you sit there and sweep it under the rug, or go smoke dope to cover it up, or whatever you do, whatever people do, you're just making it worse. It's like you're dumping salt on the wound. I don't want to go too much on this video. Uh, I don't want to go too long. But most people, right, they can have, it seems like, you look around, you see people, they got all this stuff they collected, their Mercedes and their big house and but if you were to just like be a fly on the wall in their life, and you could see what they're in, most of these, not all, but a lot of these people, I mean, they're living in spiritual poverty. They have all this collected, all these possessions, but yet they're not happy. And they go out and they look for more possession. Maybe they look to find they think they can buy heaven, and you can't. Can't be bought. You can't sell it. You can't buy it. So, if you're looking for truth, you got to go within. Jesus said this in Luke. I think it's chapter 17, verse 20. It's all there. It's all there. It's all in that Bible. Everything that you want to ever know. And idol worship is the cause of all the misery that you see going on in society today. And people that are lost, and the predators is taking advantage of them, and they're the ones that. It's funny how the people look for answers, and they look to be healed from the people that are causing the problem. Because this is what the ego does, because it doesn't want to get healed. Most people you see, you give them, like I could go, hey, this is the answer that you're looking for right here. This is why you're sick, right? But they don't want, they like the liar. They love the sound of the lie. So they'll go look for they'll go to the liar, the sympathy. They'll look for sympathy for the predicament that they're in, instead of what they're looking for. It's because they're possessed by the spirit of Eve. Eve ill. They're possessed by the ego. The sinful nature and the ego are the same thing. And like I said, this thing can play God. It can play both roles. But once you're out of the realm of illusions, once you are back in your right aware state that you should be in, you can see all this stuff for what it is. And you can see that you need your thoughts, because without it you wouldn't have any direction. But your thoughts will go through a metamorphosis. You'll kind of go through a reprogramming. You'll reprogram yourself from the inside out with the help of Jesus Christ. Where could you find a better source to reprogram you? And plus, you'll have your own. God will give you your own intuition. You'll have your own intuition. And you got to write this stuff down, because you need to this is your new self that's going to come through the vine. And you have to, This everyone can do this. This isn't, like I said, no one. I don't have the copyright on heaven. I don't have the copyright on God. I'm just not afraid to stand here and do this. You know, and that's it. So that's all I'm going to say for today. Um, so just remember now, heaven in patience, in vision, in peace, are right where you left it. So I was just waiting for you to come back and get in and take back what's yours. You who you are. And with that, I'm gonna go. So stay safe. God bless. Have a nice day.